is Mrs. Poland for Algebra 2, and in this video I'm going to go over from the Unit 1 review sheet problem number 7. And specifically we're looking at the long division algorithm. One thing you should notice about this problem is that the dividend is missing the x squared term, so we need to put a placeholder in. To do that, just attach a zero coefficient to the x squared term. Sometimes you have to put in more than one placeholder, but not in this case. The algorithm asks you to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and you'll have to repeat this process in many cases. So we're first going to divide. So what you're doing is you're taking the first term of the dividend and dividing it by the first term in the divisor. So you're taking x cubed dividing it by x. And when you do that, you get x squared. Make sure to line it up above the x term in the dividend. Next, you're multiplying. So you're taking that value that you just got and multiplying it. You multiply it by x plus 3. And when you do that, you get x squared plus 3x squared. I'm sorry, x cubed plus 3x squared. But next they ask you to subtract. But in essence, you're distributing a negative sign to both terms, so you're just really changing the signs of what you're subtracting. Make sure to circle them so you don't make a careless mistake. So the first term cancels, and the second term becomes negative 3x squared. Bring down the other two terms. We're going to repeat this process because the x squared has a higher exponent than x, so you can divide it again. So I'm taking negative 3x squared now and dividing it by the first term in the divisor. And when you do that, you get negative 3x. And we're going to line that up over here. And now we're going to multiply negative 3x times x plus 3. When you do that, you get negative 3x squared minus 9x. But I'm planning on subtracting, so I'm changing both the signs. When I add down, the first term cancels, and the second one becomes negative 4x minus 12. I repeat this process again because the negative 4x has the same exponent as the x plus 3. So I take negative 4x and divide it by x, and I get negative 4. So this becomes negative 4 times x plus 3, which is negative 4x minus 12. I'm subtracting, so I'm changing the sign, and when I add down, I get 0. So your final answer is the quotient of x squared minus 3x minus 4. We don't have a remainder, and the divisor is x plus 3.